bless it. Hope this gets you in the right state of mind.
Shit, I hope it does too.
Hope your creativity comes to flow and be one with the universe. What's going on, universe? Welcome to Flyby Podcast. Before we get started, make sure y'all hit the bell, hit the like subscription. I'm here with an upcoming artist by the name of Juse.
What up, yo? How y'all been? How y'all doing? I hope y'all tuning in and subscribing. Y'all already know what's going on. I'm with my boy, and we chilling.
Chilling. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Man, what's not to tell, bro? Like, it's been so much stuff and just so much shit going into how I make my music. Where I make my music, got a lot of, and like, but I ain't gonna spare too much. Goddamn, I started this shit 6-7 years ago as a hobby. Thought it would be something smooth, something fun to keep me out the streets, even though I was still doing dumbass shit in the streets.
Right.
And then shit just became a lifestyle, and then 1, 2, 3, 10, 20 motherfuckers started liking the music, wanted me to make more, and I just kept on doing that shit. That's just how I've been ever since.
Where are you originally from?
The great state of Washington, D.C. Wait, pause that. District of Columbia. You know.
What was it like? What was it like growing up in District of Columbia?
Man,
And how long were you there for?
I grew up 10 years? I was there since I was born, and then after my mom passed and shit, my dad scooped us up, brought us down to North Carolina, and then that's why I felt my love for music, and I just been at it. I ain't gonna cap. It ain't got shit on DC, but North Carolina, y'all niggas still lit.
Okay. So do you remember your first rhymes? How old you were? Where you was at?
1,000 bars. I was 14 years old.
Oh shit.
And my dad's grade.
Okay.
And it was literally it was a remix to Future's Chop, Karate Chop. And I had just got the mic. I had just got my laptop. I used the old Rock Band mic, dead ass. Just in there and just trying to find something to work. Freaking, I heard the beat. I liked the song. I was rapping it every day. I was like, let me make a rhyme to this.
Right.
Sat there, took about maybe a day, because I was new to it and I didn't want to sound like a dumbass, even though that shit's still trash to this day. We just made this. Well, I just made the shit. My brother came in, he heard it, and he started rapping and started rhyming to it too, and then boom, that was the first track.
Now, when you said your pops came and scooped y'all after your mother passed away, God rest her soul. Where at in North Carolina did y'all come to?
First spot, Lumberton. Worst city in the motherfucking state.
Wow, Lumberton.
We went straight to Lumberton. I was at Orr Middle School, and I ain't gonna cap. I came from DC, being in good school, and even though I'm not saying like North Carolina school's bad.
Right.
Tutors every day, motherfuckers always triple checking my homework to not having to worry about none of that shit. So
right.
A nigga at 12, 13 years old, I'm an active fucking fool. Right. I got suspended 28 times. I was putting ISS over 75. I was written up over 48. Like, I didn't care. I didn't have to worry about shit. Nobody was gonna tell me nothing, nigga. Right. And I made the most enemies in my whole life that same year.
Damn. So how long were y'all in Lumberton?
For about a year and a half. And then my dad reconnected with an old friend of his from back when he was young. And he had got into trouble out there, so next thing you know, we out in Fayetteville.
Vietnam
to 2-6. Not a lot of niggas know that Fayetteville's nicknamed Vietnam too. That's
a lot of people
you gotta
don't know
be
that.
in there to know they call that shit Vietnam. It's like Vietnam. Niggas is dying every day. When I was down there, I was in 6th, 7th grade, and the biggest thing that was happening at the time was the little girl who got kidnapped in Sleepy Hollows. And like it was a manhunt for that nigga for days and trying to find her body. And I don't even think they did. Yeah. I didn't keep up with the story like that because I was young and stupid. I was just trying to play video games and rap.
Right.
So I didn't really give a damn at the time. But
so you stayed in Fed. How long were you in Fed before?
I was in Fayetteville 2-3 years.
So you moved around a lot when you were younger.
And I done been Fayetteville, I done been to Lumberton, I done been to Raleigh, I done been to Wilmington, I done been to Fair Bluff, I done been in every major city out here except for Greenville, Goldsboro, and Asheville.
Okay. So after Fayetteville, where'd y'all move to?
Charlotte. And that's Charlotte's where I first started rapping.
Okay.
We got out there, I had just turned 16, 17, and my grandma sent me my first laptop.
Oh, wow, okay.
I was like, hey, shit to do on here, play solitaire all fucking day. Because we had internet. So I was like, you know what? When I was living in Fayetteville, there was this dude named Nick Beans. Shout out, Nick. You finally got out and you killing shit in the battle industry. Anyway, he had got out and he had showed me the ins and out of Adobe Edition. And it was a shitty software back then, but it made ends meet. So after he showed me that shit, we moved out to Charlotte. I re-downloaded the program, and I was at it my damn self trying to make shit.
Okay, then.
Did that. Made a couple tracks off that. Tried to sell my first mixtape.
Mm-hmm. How'd that go?
First mixtape, I printed out maybe 50 copies, and I was hood selling. I was at football games, basketball games, just here. I never really, back then I didn't know how big social media was at the time. So I was trying to get the actual connection, person-to-person clout instead of going the internet route like everybody else. Bars, you know, and it worked. And I got a little clout from it around the hood. Then year go by, and I meet this nigga named LeBlunte in high school. Me and him kick it off. I was going up to DC for the summer because like my peoples and my grandparents stayed up there. So we went up there, came back, and he was just blowing me up all summer. Yo, I'm trying to get in the stew. Let me get in the stew. What's up, bro? I'm trying to do a track. I was like, you know what? All right, bet. We come back. I get him in the stew, and we start recording and rapping and shit. But we weren't on nothing serious. Then here come the last of the year, like the last 3-4 days of the school year. And we was like, I'm about to hit the stew. You trying to slide? Me and like 4 of his homeboys slid to the stew because the stew was at my crib. And it was this dude that was, everybody was saying, yo, he the hardest rapper. He this, he the best in the school, yada, yada, yada. Mind you, it's the same nigga who tried to steal my phone.
Oh, wow.
And I'm in high school, so stealing the phone is a big deal.
Yeah. Facts.
You steal my phone, I'm beating your ass. So, goddamn, he said he ain't try to steal shit. I ain't gonna make a long story short. We get to the stew, and we said, fuck it, we gonna make a diss track.
Okay.
Right? Kid you not, we wrote that track the same day, and this was the same time the Chicago drill rap scene had just started picking up. So like, I forgot who that nigga, they say Chief Keef killed, but it was his beat, his diss beat that he wrote on. We took that beat, we got on that motherfucker, and we dissed his ass. It was me and 3 other niggas, and by the end of the school, when we got out of school, that next day it was already on 250 views.
Oh, wow.
Everybody.
Now
niggas I didn't even know was fucking with that show.
Now is that, you said it was your homeboys, and then 4 of his homeboys, y'all went to the stew.
Yep.
Now, are y'all still, is that y'all's crew?
So, it was, we made a group off of it. It was called the Gas Boys. It was originally comprised of 4 motherfuckers. It was me, my boy Loud, my boy Kato, and then my boy Beezy. Kato just, he fell off the face of the earth, and he stopped coming through and shit. So we kicked him out the group. Still my nigga. And then Beezy did some fuck shit and tried to get off on somebody's sister, and that shit wasn't going. So we kicked his ass out the group. Still fuck with that nigga.
Okay then.
Shit. So it was just me and him all the way to graduation of high school.
Right.
We graduated high school. I come down here, mind you, all the next couple years, 10th, 11th grade, bro. We fuck whoever they said was the hardest nigga was not that nigga no more.
Okay.
We was those niggas.
Right.
Nigga, when talent show time came around, we couldn't perform because our music was vulgar. But every motherfucker was waiting on us to get on the stage. Fuck anybody else who was getting up there. Not saying that it was bad.
Right. It was
but
just y'all were.
We were the center of attention, bro.
Right.
Like, nigga, we made tracks for the school, about the school.
Not about the school.
Bro, all in one go. And then, lo and behold, final year come up. I make a tape. We make a tape together. We dropped that shit last day. Ball out for the summer. And then I came up here. And then I just caught a whole different wave of how I like to do music. And that's, a lot of my fans know that's what I'm rapping now. And a lot of them like it. I used to do a lot of grilled, aggressive.
You grew.
Yeah, like.
I wouldn't say you. Yeah, you grew. I wouldn't say mature. Well, you had mature too. You matured. You grew. You progressed it.
I'm proud of it, low key, cause.
Right. Well, you should be because it's your work.
Yeah, it's like I took what I like, and not even took what I like, but I found my niche. I noticed,
right.
Even though I could do any track, like you give me a beat, I can do any beat.
Mm-hmm.
But when I always felt that track where I can sit down and tell anybody a story or share a vibe that I know somebody else hasn't felt like
right.
I felt before, and be able to express that to y'all, like that always just got me more than anything else. I could have a track that did 500 views, and then the track that I really fucked with
right.
did like 200.
Yeah.
But it really resonated. Cause yeah, of course a hype track will always do big.
Yeah, fact.
But I always wanted the shit that really, like, that's why I always like the fans that really, really like the niche of my music. And then one day I was just on social media, cause it's always two sides to me. There's Juse and Juwan. Right. Juse is that heavy, I don't give a fuck, I'm in this bitch, fuck what you heard type nigga. And then Juwan, he's the smart nigga, he's the laid back nigga, he's the nigga who really show you a vibe. I asked him, I was like, what juice did y'all like? My old juice or new juice? Niggas was like, I like the old one, I like the new one. And then one specific motherfucker said, I like both.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking. They was like, why can't you put both of them together? And that's what y'all hear now. Okay. Still working on it.
Right. Well, of course, you're always working on your craft. That ain't nothing different. That's what you're supposed to do, is continue to work on your craft.
Facts.
Now, who are some of your influences?
Not gonna cap. I'm not even gonna say none of the new people, like none of the OGs that everybody always say.
Right.
When it came down to me, it was always T.I. and Ludacris.
Okay.
T.I. is the most street smart gangster that can rap on a mic that I ever heard personally in my life.
Right.
And then when it came down to Ludacris is still the punchline king in my opinion. Anytime he hit on a track, he say everything in a way that just makes you turn your head.
Yeah. Now I agree with that, because a lot of people forget Ludacris was nasty.
Yeah,
and I think with him getting into, once he started getting into, I want to say, big money, but once he started doing movies and getting that movie clout, and then people forget, like,
he just was on the up and up. It's like Ice Cube.
Ludacris is one of the top 10 one artist, hip-hop artist, but two lyricists in the game. Me personally. A lot of people always forget to get to shout out, get to put Ludacris out there.
That's because all the motherfuckers making the polls now are young heads. And I ain't saying no cap to that. But like, nigga, 2000 to 2010, I ain't never heard some of them. I've heard the most hardest music before 1990s. We ain't even gotta talk about that. That's already up there. Okay, right. 2010, bro.
I think a lot of people forget about 2000.
I think a lot of people, because we about to hit 2020.
I think a lot of people, but it's crazy because I think a lot of people forget about 2000 to 2009, 10, but they don't forget about the 90s. And maybe it's because, quote unquote, the 90s is the golden era. Like for me, that's
the pioneer stage.
Well, for me, yeah, because for me, the 90s was you had everything. I don't know. It was just, you had your Pac, you had Biggie, you had Glocks, you know what I'm saying? You had E40, Method Man, all them, but I don't know. The 90s, like I said, the 90s is my golden era, and then it's like 2000. The 2009, the music was dope. And I just don't think a lot of people really resonate. Everybody always, when they think of 2000 though, they always go to Jay-Z. I feel like Jay-Z was like the only, because that's when Jay-Z skyrocketed in 2000. Once we turned over Jay-Z, it's like Jay-Z was everywhere. He was the GOAT. He was God. He was that nigga.
It was, bro. He went to how many agencies and record labels showing them, yo, sign me, and none of them wanted a piece of it. And he did that shit on his own, bro.
Yeah,
like
him and Dame Dash with Rockefeller.
He was a fortune on his own, son.
Yeah.
What he say in the 444 album? Nigga? What?
He cause him, I feel like it was him at the beginning, and then Wayne at the end of the decade. That's how I saw how it went. And then you had your in-betweens in there. You had your Nelly. Nelly was hot when he first came out. Yeah. See what I'm saying? People forget. Nelly was nasty when he first came out. Who else was there? You had Ja Rule. 50. M came into the game. You know what I mean? But nobody really, because
you seen rap beef like you never seen rap beef before.
DMX started to get bigger I wouldn't say that. More so Swiss Beats, because I just listened to
Countdown.
No. Ghetto Stories. The first mix, yo. When you get a chance, go back and listen to Swiss Beats, Ghetto Stories. It's a compilation. But I had just happened to, I don't know what I was doing on the phone, going through music, and then I just so happened to, I was like, damn, Swiss Beats, I forgot he put out an album. And this was like 2017, I think it was. He had put out. So I was like, oh shit. So it dawned on me. I was like, yo, what was that old mixtape? And that had Big Business on it with Ronald Isley. I'm telling you, go back and listen to it. Ghetto Stories. People be forget. That might have been one of the dopest compilations. However you say that word. I'm something. But
compilation.
There you go, my nigga. But that might be one of the dopest ones to ever put out. Ghetto Stories was fucking. Yeah. Ghetto Stories is dope, but I agree with you. Like, a lot of people forget
the guys who came right under the table.
Yeah.
And not saying that they were under the table, but everybody, you got the mainstream, and then those niggas that just slid right under. It was still packing punches.
But that's how it is in everything, though. That's the same thing that goes with sports. You have your the 90s was just Jordan, but you knew other people. Same thing with Kobe and LeBron. And then when you go back and you look, you be like, damn, I forgot fucking Brandon Roy was nasty. Or I forgot Grant Hill was sick. Or Jason, you know what I'm saying? Because you forget.
Over time, you just remember the motherfuckers who was still in the spot.
You know what I mean?
All day.
I'm telling you, because I'll be listening to, like I said, 2000s, like, a song will pop up, and I'll be like, damn, I heard this. And I'll look, I'll be like, damn, this shit came out 14 years ago, 15 years ago.
Yo, it blows my mind how it's about to be 2020, and like I'm still thinking 2005, 2006 is relatively close. That was over a decade away.
That was a decade and a half ago.
That's crazy, bro. That it felt like it don't feel like it was yesterday, but it won't that far away. But it's like real shit, bro.
Now, those are the only two people that really had influences. Or
other than that, I mean, shit, I gotta think. We talking 2000s.
It don't even matter, just in general.
In general, Pop. I mean, not Pop. Biggie.
Okay.
Maybe because he's fat like me, but everything. Like, when I first started rapping, I wanted to envision his mentality, because like I ain't gonna play the Zodiac game, but I'm a Pisces, so I got a third eye. Like I feel like I see things that other people don't see until a year down the line. I can pick those things out early. I can pick those traits out early. Right. So like every time I heard a Biggie track, I could feel what he was going through, or I could feel what he was really talking about, or how he was feeling at that moment. And I always liked that, and I always wanted to resonate that what I was trying to do.
Right.
And plus, I mean, I wanted to be the next Biggie.
Yeah.
I was a young nigga just wanting it. I wanted to be the next Biggie. Nobody was gonna tell me otherwise.
Right.
And like, it grew from there. Other than that, I mean, you had your M tracks here and there. I liked Eminem, but I was never like a huge fan of Eminem.
Right.
Shoot, DMX.
Yeah.
Just cause like he was rowdy, but he was rowdy on a real G level, on a real street level. Like to this day, it came out in 2001, "Slipping" by DMX. That right there, bro. Anytime if anybody ever hear me listening to that track, I'm going through something. Cause like
facts, I agree. DMX was one of my favorites. DMX was one of my favorites too.
Him, T-Pain, and probably Wayne. T-Pain, cause he came out and he was hitting auto tune on a whole different world, and he made bank off that shit.
Did.
He was. If you think about somebody original, I think of T-Pain off cap. Like you can't. Yeah. He took something and he made it his.
Right.
And he owned that shit.
Fact.
And then when they made the T Weezy collab right after the Carter 3 or right before the Carter 3 came out, man, I was on every damn track. I don't damn. The 33 rings.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, my Pac is just there for me. Like Pac is, me being from the West, but Pac is. I never say Pac is my favorite rapper. It's just Pac is just. I listen to Pac. Pac is the great to me. I just got into Biggie maybe. It was this decade, maybe like 5-6 years ago. I started listening to Biggie. Now I heard Biggie tracks, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Juicy. I never actually sat there and listened and listened to his music like from front to back. So, of course, Biggie. You know what I mean? But Wayne was my favorite rapper because he was the first concert I went to at 15.
I ain't never been to a concert.
Yeah, Wayne, Cash Money Millionaires was my first concert I went to at 15. I became a Wayne fan, and Lil Wayne is my favorite rapper. But I'm trying.
I don't even know why I even Snoop.
Yeah, Snoop is just a legend. Yeah, Snoop of course.
Bro, I don't know what it is, but when he hop on the mic, bro, it's just like he the dog father, bro.
Yeah.
He with it, bro. He.
Yeah,
He just dropped something new with Swiss Beats.
Yeah, I saw that. My brother sent
Countdown,
that.
yo.
Yeah, my brother sent it to me, and it was dope. That shit was fire. Yeah, I was a huge ass Wayne fan. I mean, DMX. Now going back to what you said. See, for me, DMX, it was. You said if you listen to Slippin', people knew that you were going through something. So with me, when I got angry, I would listen to DMX, and DMX would calm me the fuck down, which is weird. Like for real, like when my battle buddy, she used to say, she'd be like, "Yo," shout out to my battle buddy Richard. She used to say, "Man, when I used to get like upset with the like my sergeants or just was going through, she was like, 'Yo, go listen to DMX. Please go listen to DMX.'" And I would listen to, and I would go to my barracks and listen to DMX and just gather myself like, all right, yo, like.
That's all you need, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen to the music, bro. Chill for a minute.
Now, with today's artists, who do you listen to?
Today's artists, it's a mix-up. Cause like me, I don't like listening to a lot of mainstream. I just keep up with it because I like to know the new sound and what people want to listen to.
Facts.
But like,
I never, you know what? Now that you said that, I never really looked at mainstream that way. That is true. Like, it's just basically, you don't necessarily need to like them. You just listen to what the sound is and what everybody's listening to, just so you can stay upbeat. I never thought about it that way, cause I try not to listen, bro. I try not to listen to mainstream. Not even mainstream, so per se. It's just this rap. Now it's so different.
You gotta learn to like it, like, cause I feel you, like you gotta.
And I do. Don't get me wrong. Some of the cats I listen to, I think it's just like now it's so. And maybe this is bad to say. I feel like it's like almost oversaturated. Because everybody,
person.
Yeah, or not even the same person. Everybody's using the same sound.
That's what I mean. Like the same type of person. Like
yeah.
You go back to 1990s, early 2000s. No, up until 2000, you didn't have that many rappers that was out here. You had like a good handful, and that was it. Yeah. Now you can go anywhere. You can type in any name. And there's a rapper for it.
Yeah.
You got a little Windex. You got a little Pum. You got any, like, there's like 30 Lils. Like F and E's and like, that's just how it is. But like, nowadays, I mean, new rap cats I listen to. NLE Chopper.
Who? Yeah.
NLE Chopper. He just came out this year, last year.
Uh-huh.
I listened to Ski Mask because he come in and he got that Twister type sound, not even sound, but just like flow. But he do that shit so well,
Right.
and to a new audience. If I find a rapper who can take something old, reinvent it into something new, that's innovation.
Fact.
And then keep this generation happy.
Yeah.
Because I'm part of the new generation, sorta. But it's ridiculous how much like you hear the same person over and over and over and over and over and over and ever since 2015, I've heard at least 200 Lil Uzi verse. Ever since 2016, I'd heard at least a good dozen 21 Savages. But if you could take something old, reinvent it, and make it just work with a new generation, new crowd,
Yeah.
that's dope. As far as underground, I mean, I listen to Starlito a lot.
Hey, my brother, okay. Yeah,
Not a lot of people know.
Yeah, my
about
brother
Starlito.
put me on Starlito. Starlito from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother put me on Starlito, and then
What's his name? I never I know who you talking about. Don something.
I'm so mad that I don't know it, and I got his face. I got it.
He's on Step Brothers too. If y'all hear it, bro, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Step Brothers, bro.
But yeah, and my brother put me on him too. Yeah.
Bro, like them, I heard them 2015ish, and like I'll say he make just as much money as an up and coming mainstream artist, but he likes being underground. He likes not having the main.
You have control of your shit.
Exactly. You ain't gotta worry about you gotta break bread with him, cut the 20 here, cut the 30 there. Like, it's all in your pocket. And like listening to his music, I always wanted to be like he was. I don't want to go super mainstream. I don't even want to go really mainstream. If I can, at the end of the day, if I can have enough bread to support me, my brothers, and my loved ones, I don't care where I am.
Right.
At the end of the day,
Fact.
that's all. Cause that's all that really matters. I mean, the fame and the fortune, they just come as a bonus in my eyes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
You'll get known to somebody, but the main people, if you got loyal fans and loyal people who want to listen to your music, who actually like your music for what it is, you'll always have a base. You'll always have income. You'll always have somebody who will play and share it, and that's always been dope for me.
Fact.
If I could think of anybody else, I can't even think of none off the top of my head.
Right.
I know the main people I've been listening to the last 2 weeks has been Key Glock and Dolph.
Hey, we on a visit.
They just came out with a new collab tape, or I think they just now about to come out one. And like the main thing I've been hearing on it is ill. For some reason, if I could hear like a dark type of hard trap type of track where it's not the same old shit being rapped about every time, I fucks with it.
Right.
If y'all want to know what it is, listen to Ill by Key Glock and Young Dolph.
Okay, yeah, I never heard of them.
Listen to him.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of
Dolph been out for a minute though.
Now I never listened to Dolph's music per se. I know of Young Dolph. I know of.
You ain't never listened to his
But
music.
I never, you know what I mean? I'm so, I wouldn't say I'm in a pocket, but I'm in a pocket. Like, you have to let me know, like, if you know the type of music I am and the type of person I am listening to music, then if you tell me to listen to somebody, okay, then I'll go ahead. Now, if nobody says anything about listening to anything, okay, Young Dolph, Lil Uzi Vert, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
how that goes.
That's how it is. But that's always been, I don't know, like I say, music has changed so drastically that it's scary in a way. But who's your top 5 MCs of all time? Yours. It don't gotta be, and it doesn't have to be in no specific orders, because I mean it could be that way right now, and then probably in about 5 minutes you might change that bitch around. And it's your 5.
My 5, it'll be Pac. Well, no, take out Pac and Biggie.
Okay.
That's always just an exception.
Right.
I don't want to sound
Everybody
cliche.
so Pac, but yeah, we know them too.
It'll be who got put? All right, Ludacris,
Mm-hmm.
T.I.,
Okay.
Lil Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
about to be weird, Hobson,
Okay, I'll fuck with you on that.
and if I gotta put a last up there, it's a battle between. It's a battle between Cole and I'm not even gonna say Kendrick. That battle is over. I'm gonna say Cole and no, I take Cole out. Snoop. I don't even know what I was doing. Snoop.
Okay.
You gotta Cole come right after Snoop, cause like that's the man, bro. He just came out with something called "Let Bygones Be Bygones," and truth be told, it's an inside story in the Death Row Records and how things was going on back then, and like that thing smashed. Like
Stupid.
that thing is stupid, bro. Like
Now, do you have anything new? Any new music you coming out with?
new music, I got Timelines featuring Trippie Low and Revelations is about to drop this Friday. Right now I'm working on getting it on all platforms. It's in the works. But for now it's gonna be on SoundCloud and YouTube. Music video coming soon, Vulnerable featuring Trippie Low. And then December 13th, I'm dropping The Legacy Part 2.
Okay, man.
Nobody knows that. Y'all get the first exclusive. The Legacy Part 2 will be dropped. It's every major milestone I ever have in life, I gotta make one.
Right.
And a lot of people been asking me, why ain't you drop no music? It's because I always drop music. I'm always dropping tapes. I'm gonna let the beat build. I'm gonna drop it on y'all.
Where can they find you? Let them know where they can find
Man,
Juse,
you
music,
can follow me on
that.
any and every social media at _real_JUSE. That's Juse. I don't spell it with the I because I'm weird. Get it? Other than that, Snapchat is Juse in the Cut 97, same way. And I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get content. I'm trying to get y'all bumping. I'm trying to have something in y'all playlist so that y'all can always either be chill, relax, or turn the fuck up.
I hear that.
That's all it is, bro. That's all it is. All love, bro.
Well, you already know. I want to thank you for blessing me to be on Flyby Podcast. You already know.
Course,
I know.
of course,
I kept
man.
telling you. I know it's been about like a month. I kept saying I'm gonna do it.
Right.
So I appreciate you rocking with me and understanding my word is my word. So
I appreciate being here, man. Real shit, bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Turn in, bro. Tune in.
Flyby Podcast. Your man Juse.
Gang, gang.
Make sure you check out his song coming out Friday. Timeless.
Timeline.
I'm a little gone. Timeline. My apologies.
It
I know.
don't even matter.
Look,
It
we
don't
cheat
even
a little
matter,
bit.
bro.
But Timeline this Friday. Check it out. We
Come
out.
get it,
Peace.
yo.
Be one with the universe always.